Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we are working on a Bally Playboy and we are doing a complete playfield swap. As you can see, the new playfield is sitting over there. So we're going to start tearing this apart and getting it in pieces. Let's look over the playfield first. I'm just going to have to move you. This isn't really a bad playfield. It is what I would call a very good player condition playfield. It does got some twisted inserts. That one was loose. I can almost get it straight. Oh, well. It's pretty straight. Inserts are loose. There's some cupping going on. Low inserts. A little wear there. It's a little wear up here. But otherwise, I think this playfield is in very good condition. That's the brand new one. That's called a CPR Gold. I don't know if CPR does that anymore, where they grade their playfields, but that one would be called a gold, just because I believe it was the way that they finished them. That one's got like perfect butter finish, and I think they just went through and there's no hiccups or anything on them. I don't know exactly what that certification was. That was a little bit before my time with doing playfields. But anyways, we're just gonna get right to it. Take it apart. As usual, your camera is your best friend. We're gonna take video. These are all plastic tops. That's like a fat head screw. Those are tiny little ones. That one looks very similar to these. The plastic hold down screw is a weird like button head almost. Let me go all the way around. None here. I can't think of anything unusual. These are like washers here. Otherwise, we should do this. It's a nice long one. Guessing those are both the same size. Yeah. Yep, and then this one, yeah, it's a little short, stubby one. Alright. Otherwise, let's get to it. As you can see, I made a video on those couple screws. I like to document those weird ones just because they're weird, you know. I want to put all the weird screws back in the same weird location that they came from. It's just one of the things I do. Yeah, those are babies. And then these metal pieces will go in another container to get, what do you call it? Going through for the reworking. So let's start taking off some of these plastics. Yeah, we're going to get to those in a little bit. I want to get my screwdriver for them. These hopefully it will come off real nice. Except for this one. That one wants to come out with the whole post. This is a tool you can get at any major pinball supplier. It holds these nuts from spinning. Plastics will go in there. As you can see, what I'm just doing, I'm taking the plastics off. So you can probably speed it up. Every fucking one. Alright, as you can see, we have all of the plastics off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over all of the posts. Alright, what I'm going to do is start recording what I have for posts. Alright, post, screw, screw, post, funny thing, screw, post with a washer thing, post. I'm thinking these washers should not be there because they're only on a couple of them. Post, thing, post, screw, post, screw, screws, post, screw, screw, post. There's a metal thing underneath, metal, and then this is a post with a gray washer. Screw, post, screw, post, screw, post, screw, post, screw, post. Metal guide, metal guide, metal guide, metal guide, metal guide, metal guide, nail, metal guide, thing, metal guide, one of those little bugger socket posts, metal guide. Oh, only 4 nails. Yeah, looks like about it. And these on Bally, these gates, you have to undo them from the bottom before you do them from the top, or otherwise you'll snap the bolts. Don't ask me how I know that. But yeah, so let's I gotta get these off too, son of a... I knew there was some I left on here. All these posts are loose too. I don't know why. They're just, a lot of them are just so loose. I don't know if it's the beating they took over the years or what. But they're loose, and then those are posts, of course. I don't see any more caps. Nope. So let me get my post screw thing. What do we got? All right, 14 minutes. All right, so let's get all these rubber bands off. I'm actually going to save these. The only reason why, because he's got a Titan kit for this game, and I want to make sure that everything I take off is the exact same thing that's going to be going back on. Alright, so let's get another couple containers, 2 of them, and then we will start taking off all the posts. I guess we'll start with the screw ones first. Yeah, we might as well use the same thing. This is pretty interesting, isn't it? I don't know if my daughter speeded up this part or not. These are just all loose here. Those are original Bally lane guides too. And they're all in perfect condition, except for this one has a crack on a corner. I think it's a crack. Yeah, small crack on a corner. We will take that and put it upside down, probably in the middle, just so that one won't get abused as much, because you cannot get these lane guides anymore that say Bally on them. All the new ones don't say Bally. And I think that's it for screws. Now just switch to posts. Very interesting. Those are all off except for, I forgot a couple things. I forgot to get these off. With the regular screwdriver. this one, it's broke. Wonder if that will be in the kit. That plastic. If not, it's just gonna have to go back on broke. What are these? Those are nuts too. So these have to come off from underneath because they're nutted on. Yeah, will come off from underneath. I have to get this off too. I'll show you how to get that off. Make a special socket for that. That's not it. Here it is. What the hell? Okay, that's new. It had a nut and washer on it. These. Here we go. Those are a pain to get off. I will show you how to get those off. Very easy tool to make. Craftsman 1/4 inch long socket. Look at that at 43573. Craftsman. Quarter inch. What you do, drill out the center. Drill out the center to a 1/4 inch. That lets you go right on these posts and go right down over the top of them and unscrew them out. So those are a pain in the butt. A real pain in the butt to do. Alright, let's get some of this metal off here. Looks like we got all our rubber off. I don't see any more. Screws there. Faucet there. What time are we at? 25. Let me start this and restart it. Alright, we're going to get all the metal rails off. These are just different. Oh, yeah, they're a little different. Those are the nails. Which is about right. It says Gottlieb. Gottlieb Bally. Yeah. There. Making a guide for, I got Gottlieb, which is here. This tells me the Gottlieb height. This is the Bally rail, which is the perfect height for that. It just, when I take them off and pound them back in, I'd like them to be the exact same size as they were. The same height, I should say, as when they went in originally. Alright. These come out really easy on Bally's and Williams. Gottlieb's not as easy. In fact, I can probably just pull these all out on the Bally. Two more to get up from the flippers. Gottlieb is harder because they spike these. At the end of the rail where they hook in, they actually mash it. So it like spreads it out and it like hooks itself down inside. Which makes it a little harder to do. Like I said with the Bally's. Let me get that back in there. The Bally's makes it a little easier. Bally and Williams. That one's like glued down there or something. I'm gonna have to get my hunk of wood under it, so I can get a little pry action on it. Oh yeah, that is stuck good. There. Almost felt like there was like a little glue on the end of it. But yeah, these come out really nice and easy. Generally. On Bally and Williams. It's just Gottlieb was the one. Thought it'd be nice to spike them, which is kind of good. They go to a certain height then, and then they stop. There we go. Nails. These usually come out real super easy. Alright, where did I just put all the screws? Oh. Dum da dum dum. Underneath there. So, let's get the apron off. This one's going to be a little more trickier to do, since this Playfield's got this kicker here. I had to modify my jig here and cut wood out just so the Playfield would lay down for that kicker. There. Just so it would lay down for the kicker. What we're stuck on with that. Alright. Let's put this right there. So let's get that I'm probably gonna leave on for right now. I don't know. Well, we'll take it off. What are these? Yeah, those are all the same screws. I don't know about that one yet. Right, all these screws here, and even those two, are the exact same size. And this goes over the top of that. And I don't know the wire colors of this yet until we get that off. Alright. Put that there. This game is in excellent shape though. Personally, I think it's an excellent survivor. For a Playfield swap, I guess if you want a mint game, it is a good thing. However, this Playfield isn't that bad. It's borderline swap. Put it this way, it's not going to get any better because of the inserts. So, yeah, I guess it is a time for a Playfield swap on it, because the inserts can be leveled out. However, this Playfield is good enough to send to somebody to have them restore it. That's how good this Playfield is. It is good enough to send it to somebody and say, hey, I'd like to restore this. Have it gone through, clear coated, all that stuff. And then either resell it. I probably would resell it. But I think it's good enough. Let me look at it really quick. It does got a lot of planking in it. So, yeah. I guess it isn't a good swap either. It's a good, it's a wall hanger, yeah. You could restore this one if you really, really wanted to. It isn't bad enough. You know, have somebody touch it up and then redo it. Yeah, it would be good. I don't think it's a perfect candidate for it. But for a wall hanger, yes, definitely. It's a beautiful wall hanger. I just separate the old and new bulbs and put them in a container. Let's do this. get my soldering iron plugged in and heat it up. Because we are going to have to take off this anyway, so might as well just do it right now. Yeah, I got enough wire. Get my recorder, and we'll record this. Actually, we can just take a photo of it. Don't need to take a picture of it. I mean, a video. And that's that. I'll just throw that there for right now. I don't know if we'll need this. So I think I'm going to do the lower playfield in a different video. I think this is almost it. Pop bumpers. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna be back here for a while. No, the camera is not perfect. Each one has 2 screws in it. Which don't want to come out with a magnet. They don't go into wood on this one. They go into a metal bracket. Alright, I think that will do it for stripping the top of the playfield. The only reason why I say that is because I gotta flip it over and do other things. Now I also started a new thing too with this. Keeps me less confused since these are the pop bumpers. Pops. The rest of the screws I'll remember. But yeah, this is just a new thing I've been doing. Just cut a bunch of scrap paper from, you know, things that we print that don't go anywhere. Like we print something and it printed the wrong size, so we'll just throw it off to the side. And now I'm cutting it into little squares and then reusing it. So that's like a good not waste your money thing. So yeah, I think underneath the playfield, I mean the top of the playfield, I think we're done. I do believe we are done with that. So, next video we will go over everything underneath because I have to flip it over to get these off, get the rails off, the metal off for the hook onto the apron. Well, the front of the machine. I have to flip it over to get that off. And when I flip it over, I'm not flipping it back over again to show you guys, but we will be taking these rails off, this guide off the top. The only reason why I can't do it right now is, can I get this out right now? Yeah, actually, I can. Alright. I can get that out. These are screwed down to get a nut underneath them. Same with these. And these usually have 2 or 3 screws that hold that rail on. But these are loose from the top, which is good. So I can flip it over and then get those from the bottom. But everything else, yeah, it's just going to be underneath the playfield. So at least you can see how we stripped the top of the playfield down and the condition that it's in. Yes, it's an excellent player machine. If you wanted an excellent player, this was a great game for it. It's a totally excellent player game. But my customer that owns this, he's got memories of this game, and this game means a lot to him. So he wants like a new Playboy. So that's why he had bought the Playfield years ago and found somebody to swap it for him. And everything else on the top will be all new. These will get polished. These are normally, what do you call it? On the newer games, I will I'll grain them. But for on these older games, this will get polished. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, she's in very good condition to be a player game. You know, because it looks good still, and you know everything about it. It looks great. So yeah, it's a good player, but it's also going to be a great wall hanger. This will be a beautiful wall hanger when it's done. You know, you can throw you can throw yopsicles. I think that's what I might do with the remainder of them. Throw them on the back, and then he can just hook a 6-volt system up to it and then light it up. So maybe I'll count the extra amount of yopsicles that would need for this and order them up, and then see if he wants me to wire this up so he can hook it up to some type of outlet or something. So that might be a whole nother video. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes. So yeah, that's the end of this video. So there'll be some cool stuff right along the bottom there. Please like, please subscribe. Please drop me a comment. Look down in the description if you want to help out Mark's Basement Arcade. There's merch if you want to donate to the channel. That's awesome too. I think that's about it. The rest is gonna be a whole nother video. So give me a big thumbs up. Take care, and later.